Hello, I'm Anita Adams. I am with First Weekend Club, and I'm here in Berlin at Berlinale and the European Film Market with the lovely Barbara Doran, who is the producer of a beautiful, beautiful film, The Grand Seduction. And Barbara, I know you got some interesting news to share about this film. Do you want to tell our members about what is going on with The Grand Seduction?
I produced The Grand Seduction with Roger Frappier. Roger asked me to come on board. This is a film that he'd done 10 years ago, a French version, and wanted to do the English version, wanted to shoot it in Newfoundland. And I said, by all means, I'd delighted. And we have just heard that we are nominated for 4 Canada Screen Awards, 4, including the big one, Best Picture, so that's me and Roger, and the Best Screenplay, which is Michael Dowse and Ken Scott, the Best Lead Actor, Brendan Gleeson, and the Best Supporting Actor, the beloved King of Newfoundland, Gordon Pinsent.
Oh, and he is absolutely beloved, isn't he? He does such a lovely job in your film. All your cast do. You know, how did you guys come to select your cast? Because they're just perfect in this role.
Well, we had to start with, who's the mayor, who's the lead, and there's so much cultural similarities between Newfoundland and Ireland that was one of the first places we looked. One of the first actors we wanted was Brendan Gleeson. But you don't get a yes from somebody of his stature, his status, overnight. It took a long, long time. And, we were at the point where you couldn't actually offer him a pay or play deal till all of our financial pieces were put together. So you're walking that tightrope and living on hope. And when he said yes, then, it's easy for other things to fall in place. He's such a star and such a great actor to work with. Very serious actor, and he's very much in demand. So we were fortunate.
Oh, fantastic! I mean, it's a beautiful script, though, and it's got all the elements. I could see, him reading it and going, "Yes, I want to be a part of this project." So, and Don McKellar, what was it like working with Don McKellar?
Don was. I had no idea that Don McKellar was funny. I really didn't. He hasn't done a lot of comedy. But he's funny, and we'd be cracking up all the time on the set. And he's really good with the actors. He's very kind. He's a very soft man, and the actors responded to him. He certainly didn't, lord anything over anybody, and he set a very calm atmosphere on the set. Actors responded to that really well.
Well, being an actor himself, I'm sure that has lent a lot to directing this film. So.
Yeah, I'm sure as an actor, he doesn't like to be screamed at, or a director standing behind a camera saying, "Do it this way." So he knows, yes, he knows how an actor feels, and that helps a lot.
Do you have any information about release dates for The Grand Seduction?
Well, we are looking at the first week of June, but we also have more news. We just have we've just done a distribution deal with the U.S., so
That's big news. That's fantastic.
it is big news. So we're really, really happy, really happy about that. Wherever we've played the film, even though it's about this little fishing community in Newfoundland, most of the world doesn't even know where we couldn't even find it on a map. But that doesn't matter, because again, it's starting from something very small, something very important to you. And that has resonance for the rest of the world. And in my case, I live, in a community that the fish plant closed down 3 years ago, and they faced a very similar, dire future that we're looking at in the film. There's 2 ways of telling that story. It's the same story. You can do it in a very serious way that's so depressing that nobody wants to go see it, or you can tell the same story and just pump it up and make it funny, and you're making the same point. You're telling the same story.